Bismillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created everybody on what is known as the fitra, your primordial disposition. This is something that can be preserved, or as you go throughout your life, it can be corrupted. Here is how to preserve and restore your fitra. First, understand that your fitra is essentially a type of pure innocence at the essence of the human being. When you are young and you are a child, you have this type of innocence that then over time, as the heart gets exposed to more and more of the ills of society, it can become corrupted. In modern times, people are losing their fitra at very early ages. Sometimes children at the age of 8 or 9 or 10 are understanding things that people in the past did not start to even become aware of until much, much, much later. This is a problem. So here are some steps that you can take. Do not let yourself get exposed to vile content on social media, television, Netflix, or any form of audio. Be careful what you watch on Netflix and on TikTok and on Instagram. When you see images that are inappropriate, turn it away. Lower your gaze. Do not allow yourself to watch those things. If you are seeing a movie that has violent scenes of killing, scenes of inappropriate actions, curse words that are being said, do not watch it. Turn it off. Put it away. Same thing with things you're listening to, especially with regards to music. Is one of the fastest ways to corrupt your fitra. The second thing that you can do is be very careful who you hang out with. When you associate with people who talk about vulgar things, who talk about things that are inappropriate, who talk about obscene things, you are corrupting your fitra. And then the more you hang out with those people, the more that your fitra starts to lose its innocence. Number 3, be very, very, very mindful of the types of environments that you enter. If you go to a school which is filled with school or college or university or wherever it is that are filled with things where people are doing like drinking alcohol, like talking about things again that are inappropriate, people are openly showing inappropriate relationships in public and so on and so forth, this will impact your fitra and it will impact the state of your heart. So in order to turn these things around, you have to first reduce the flow of these things. You have to create somewhat of a protective environment, because the goal of your life is to protect this fitra, to cultivate it, to nurture it, and then to be ready to enter the divine presence when you leave this world. But if you get it corrupted and then at young ages you start to say curse words and you're exposed to promiscuity and all these types of things, your fitra is not going to be intact. So in order to bring it back to tact, you now have to start to live a life that is pure at its essence, pure in the deepest meaning of the word, and really tap into this innocence, this modesty, this shyness that the human being is supposed to have, and start to live your life in accordance with the way of Islam and the sunnah of your Prophet ﷺ, and you will then start to see your fitra be restored if you can follow these steps.